Welcome to Unexplored Mysteries, the channel where we dive into the darkest secrets of the universe. Today, we embark on an intriguing journey into the realm of UFOs, a phenomenon that has captivated and terrified humanity for decades. From strange sightings to close encounters, prepare to immerse yourself in a world filled with mystery, wonder, and the unexplained.
My fascination with UFOs began in childhood. I remember the first time I looked up at the night sky and saw a bright, moving light. It darted back and forth, unlike any aircraft I have ever seen. It was a crisp autumn evening, and I was camping in the woods with my family. That moment ignited a spark in me, a desire to uncover the truth behind these celestial phenomena. As I grew older, I became increasingly curious about UFO sightings. I dove into books, documentaries, and online forums, trying to piece together the puzzle of unidentified flying objects. The more I read, the more questions I had. Why do these sightings occur? What do they want? And most importantly, are we truly alone in the universe? One day, while browsing an online forum, I stumbled upon a group of local UFO enthusiasts who met regularly to discuss sightings and theories. Intrigued, I decided to join them at their next meeting. The atmosphere was electric, filled with eager voices sharing their own experiences. Everyone was animated, exchanging stories about strange lights, bizarre shapes, and encounters that defied explanation. At the meeting, a woman named Sarah stood up to share her story. She recounted a night when she was driving home from work. Suddenly, a massive dark craft loomed above her car, casting an eerie shadow. It had pulsating lights and made no sound. I could see the fear in her eyes as she described the moment. It was a gripping tale that left the entire room silent, contemplating the reality of her experience. Inspired by Sarah's story, my friends and I decided to conduct our own UFO watch. Armed with telescopes, cameras, and plenty of snacks, we drove out to a secluded area known for its clear night skies. The anticipation was palpable as we set up our equipment, our eyes scanning the heavens for any sign of movement. We shared our hopes of capturing something extraordinary that night. As the stars twinkled above, we settled into our vigil. Hours passed, filled with laughter and discussions about what we might see. Just when we thought the night would end without incident, a bright light appeared on the horizon. It moved erratically, darting left and right before ascending rapidly. My heart raced as I reached for my camera, desperately trying to capture this moment. The light grew closer, and soon we could see the outline of a disc-shaped object. It hovered silently above us, shimmering under the moonlight. My friends and I were in awe. This was it, the moment we had all been waiting for. I began recording, trying to document every detail, every flicker of light as the object danced above us. For what felt like an eternity, the UFO performed aerial maneuvers that defied the laws of physics. It zipped around in circles, changed colors, and even emitted a low hum that resonated in our chests. We were all shouting with excitement, overwhelmed by the sight before us. It was a surreal experience, a moment that felt like it belonged in a science fiction movie. But just as suddenly as it appeared, the object shot off into the night sky, disappearing in an instant. We stood there, speechless, grappling with what we had just witnessed. Our minds raced, filled with questions about what we had seen. Had we truly encountered a UFO? The experience was so extraordinary that it felt almost unreal. The following day, we gathered to review the footage we had captured. Our hearts were pounding with excitement, but when we played back the videos, we were stunned. While the lights were visible, the actual craft was absent from the footage. It was as if it had been erased from memory, leaving us confused and frustrated. How could this be possible? Determined to find answers, we began researching possible explanations. We learned about electromagnetic interference and how it might affect camera equipment during UFO encounters. Each theory added another layer to our investigation, making us even more determined to uncover the truth. We started documenting everything, hoping to connect the dots in our quest for knowledge. Our newfound obsession with UFOs led us to create a social media group to share our findings. As we posted our experiences, we were surprised to see a growing number of followers joining us. People began sharing their own stories of encounters and strange sightings. It felt like we were building a community of like-minded individuals, all searching for answers about the unknown. The more we interacted with our followers, the more our curiosity grew. One evening, a follower reached out to me, claiming to have had a close encounter in a nearby town. He described seeing a large triangular ship hover just above the treetops, surrounded by a brilliant glow. His account was chilling and detailed, and I knew we had to investigate further. With a small group of enthusiasts, we traveled to the town to explore the area where the sighting occurred. We conducted interviews with local residents and gathered testimonies about other potential UFO sightings in the vicinity. As we pieced together the puzzle, a pattern began to emerge. It seemed this area had a long history of unusual aerial phenomena. As our investigations continued, we decided to organize a larger UFO watch event, inviting our followers to join us. The response was overwhelming. Dozens of people showed up, eager to share their experiences and observations. The atmosphere was electric as we set up equipment, exchanged stories, and eagerly awaited what the night might bring. That night, under a canopy of stars, we shared our hopes and fears. It was an incredible feeling to be surrounded by others who understood the thrill of the unknown. As we waited, the night was filled with laughter and the occasional burst of excitement when someone thought they spotted something in the sky. We were united by our quest for truth, and that sense of community was invigorating. Then, around midnight, the sky erupted with lights. It started as a series of flickers, but soon transformed into a stunning display of colors. A massive object, similar to the one we had seen before, appeared and hovered just above our gathering. We were all captivated, recording every moment as this extraordinary spectacle unfolded before our eyes. The UFO performed maneuvers we had never seen before, twisting and turning with grace and precision. Our excitement was palpable, but there was also a sense of reverence. It felt like we were witnesses to something far greater than ourselves. The lights eventually faded, but the energy remained, lingering in the air long after the object had vanished.
And so, the quest for answers about UFOs continues, drawing together individuals from all walks of life in search of the truth. If you enjoyed this episode and want to explore more unexplained mysteries, don't forget to subscribe to Unexplored Mysteries and share your thoughts in the comments about your own experiences or theories. Thank you for joining us today, and we'll see you in the next episode.